What I'm about to say might hurt your feelings. So I want you to be prepared because I'm not holding your hand when I say what I'm about to say. And to be honest, I think you need somebody to really get in your, let's keep it friendly. You need somebody to really get in your face about you because you be playing about you. So here we go. The reason why you have been a people pleaser for so long is because you have thrived on the feeling of being needed. Like you're literally addicted to someone calling you and relying on you. You anticipate it. Hope before you scroll past this video with an attitude and dismissal of what I'm saying, hear me out. So let me tell you something about what I've learned about myself as a former people pleaser in recovery. The truth is, when somebody shows that they need you, you feel like it's a grand opportunity to prove you are worthy to be relied upon. And when they can see that you could be relied upon, some part of you also makes you feel like you're important to them. And that's where it gets sticky. One thing people pleasers share universally is being unseen, being unheard, and most of all, being unprotected. And because of those things, they also share a feeling of being unimportant, thus putting them in positions to always have to prove their worth. How? By performative behaviors. That's how. So where most people see love as a give and take, people pleasers see love as a give. I give love and hopefully I will receive it. Hopefully. But if you keep pouring water into a bucket that has a hole in it, will the bucket ever be full? No, the bucket would never be full. And as a matter of fact, you will pour your whole entire life into an empty bucket that has a hole in it and never ever get what you've been storing up. So essentially, you're just giving to give and never receive. And that is the epitome of a people pleaser. So we can try to nice it up and I can make you the victim and I can make everybody else the villain. But let's just be honest. Are you important to you? And if you're not important to you, how do you see anyone else doing something for you that you won't do for yourself? I understand. Being a people pleaser is not something you signed up for. Nobody ever asked to be the one that everyone can't see but relies on. How does that even work together? I don't know. But in that idiocy, as though it it is what it is, somebody eventually has to say, I'm not doing that shit anymore. I am not going to be ignored and still relied upon. I am not going to be invisible, but only visible when you need me. I am not going to keep saying yes to things I don't want to say yes to. I'm not going to keep showing up for people who don't show up for me. I am not going to be in one-sided relationships and I can never reciprocate the benefits. Somebody has to say no. No. Somebody has to stop. So I hope that you actually engaged in the challenge this week. And I'm gonna keep it honest with you. I already know how it goes. The challenges will sound challenging, and most of the time it will make you uncomfortable. And nobody likes to be uncomfortable, but that's what growth is. Growth is willing to sacrifice your comfortability in order to grow. So you want to stay comfortable and complacent, or are you ready to start challenging yourself to get into a better position to have reciprocal relationships? Because we got two goals: authenticity and reciprocity. Those are the two things that are at the forefront of getting away from the people pleasing mentality. You have to be yourself and you have to align yourself with people who, one, see you and you see them and you both value each other. If there is no honor between us, there is no relationship. And I'm not holding your hand about this either. It is time for you to see the importance of you without the validation of others. And that's where I'm going to end this. So hopefully you heard something I said that is going to make you ponder, and it's going to make you write. So at this point, let's just call this a call to get a journal. I am challenging you now to purchase a journal solely for calling yourself out for what it is, how it is, and why it is that you have become a people pleaser, and what your new relationships based off of the information you'll learn dealing with me and or whoever you may be inclined to listen to, and how you can now create a relationship journey for yourself that reflects something healthy, something thriving, something that looks like healthy, beautiful green flag relationships. So I hope you heard me clearly. Thank you again for watching my video. My name is Kenya Shalise. I am a former people pleaser in recovery, helping people to align themselves with their own authenticity so that they can also have reciprocal relationships. Be well.